take this into our sun salutation. We're going to take a big inhale and sweep the arms high. Lift and lengthen up. Exhale, forward fold. Swan, dive it down. Lead with the heart. Inhale to our half back. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Hands come to the mat. We can bend the knees. Right foot back. And then our left for down dog. Press it back. Inhale to pull forward into our plank, or we can drop the knees, kneeling plank. Lower all the way to the mat. Let the elbows squeeze in close. Inhale as we scoop the chest up. Roll the shoulders back for cobra. Curl the toes. Lift the hips up and back. Down dog. Right leg, send it forward towards the top. And then our left meets it at the top. Forward fold. Big inhale all the way up. Sweep it high. Exhale, heart center. One more round just like that. Do the other side. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale and fold. This time left foot steps back first, and then the right down dog. Pull it forward into our plank or kneeling plank. Find that lower all the way to the mat, slow and controlled. Big inhale, come all the way up, cobra. Maybe we like up dog. Curl the toes, lift it up and back, down dog. Left foot steps forward towards the top, and then our right foot meets it and we fold. Big inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, heart center. We're going to take one more round, just like that, only we're going to add a lunge in there. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, fold. This time, step the right foot back. Drop the knee, low lunge. Find the adjustment here to inhale and sweep high. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Curl the toes, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Pull forward into plank or kneeling plank and lower down. Find your flow. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. This time, right leg lifts high. We'll step the right foot to the top of the mat. Pause here, drop the knee. Find our low lunge, inhale it up. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Curl those back toes. We're going to step it to the top of the mat. Lift the knee, hop to the top, and fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, heart center. One more time, leading with the left this time. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, fold. Left foot, step it back. Drop that knee. Front right ankle and knee are right in line as we sweep up. Use that front foot to reach. Exhale, all the way back down. Step it to downward facing dog. Pull forward into plank. Find our own version here of our flow through. We meet back in downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg high like our three-legged dog. Step it to the top. Look forward as we step the foot. Drop the right knee if it's not already. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. Step that right foot to the top of the mat. Fold here. And a big inhale coming up. Exhale, heart center. Alrighty friends, we're going to get into our warrior series. So we're going to start with this right foot. Step it back into warrior one. Our left knee and ankle are right on top of each other. Back foot grounded into the mat. And we square the hips forward towards the top. Arms reach when we're ready. Relax those shoulder blades. See if we can get the biceps, to reach up by our ears. Opening up, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm behind us. We can wiggle that back foot so it's more parallel to the back of the mat. Active arms. Recollect our breath here. We'll flip this front hand over, reach out and then up, reverse it. Nice stretch through our rib cage. Keep that front knee bent. Back to our warrior two arms. We're going to straighten out this front leg and turn it into triangle. If our space between the feet is too wide, heel toe walk that back foot in a little. Feel sturdy through the feet here. That back foot still parallel to the back of the mat. Front toes facing the front. We're going to pop this right hip out and reach forward towards the top of our mat as far forward as we can. We're already going to feel the stretch in our inner thigh. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And then once we're there, anchor this left hand to the leg. We can turn the palm to the shin. Right hand reaches high. If we're working with a block, put the block inside the leg. Use that as support. Try and open up the chest. Maybe take our gaze up toward the ceiling if it doesn't compromise our balance. From here, we're going to put a bend in this left knee. Come all the way up. Use the core to come up, back into our warrior two. And then we're going to pivot to the top of the mat into some high lunge. Adjust the feet. Maybe we want to walk the feet out wide so that we feel stable. We're on those railroad tracks. Be on the ball of our foot in the back. We can have a little bend in that back knee. And tuck the tailbone underneath us. Our high lunge, arms can reach. This is one of my favorite stretches to do after a run. Really kind of gets into that openness of the hip. Hands are going to drop through our heart center. We're going to twist our lunge. If you want to drop this right knee to the mat, maybe more stable. Take an inhale. Exhale, right elbow across. Anchor down. And pause here. Feel the twist starting at the top of the legs, through the belly button, through the rib cage, through the chest. Feel like we're really growing up rather than dumping weight down. Try to take one more breath here. We'll unwind. Hands to our thigh. We're going to keep those back toes curled. Lift the knee, hop the back foot in for some pyramid. Both of our feet flat to the mat. Hips squared forward. We're going to take our inhale. Exhale as we hinge from the top of our legs. Long spine, head, neck, shoulders, all in a nice line as we soften in. Hands can be above the knee or below the knee at our shin. Again, if we're working with blocks, perfect to have blocks here to bring the mat to you. No struggling. Another great post-run stretch that I do. Usually the lunge and pyramid combo are great. They kind of stretch out two major muscles that you use during your run. It stretches them right out. Now from here, we're going to test a little bit of balance. So we're going to put our weight on this left foot. Fingertips to the floor. We want to be light on these right toes. We want the left leg ankle, knee, hip. Nice long line here. We're on fingertips or we're up on a block or blocks, plural, okay? We're gonna get into some balancing half moon. First, we wanna lift this right leg up. Maybe just to hip height here. Try to keep the hips squared down. If it's available to us, and a block is definitely going to make this pose much easier. Left fingertips are going to come diagonal, almost out to that top corner of the mat. Up on tented fingers or on the block, we're going to slowly open to the right so that the right hand maybe even just comes to the hip, so that we try to stack our hips on top of each other, or that right hand can float up. Again, if we're working with a block, brings the floor to us, less of a struggle to get down. Feel like this right leg is pressing into a wall. Flex the foot. Options here, only options. You can bend the right knee to bring the heel towards the bottom. Ooh, little quad stretch. Maybe this right hand, maybe, catches the foot. And it just guides that quad stretch a little bit more. And release. Send it all the way back down. Step that right foot all the way back. Left foot back to meet it, down dog. Pause here. Maybe we want to come right to child's pose. Maybe we want a little added work here and we pull forward into our plank or kneeling plank. Lower down, take that flow through. Either way, we're going to take a few resting breaths here. Child's pose or down dog, whatever feels like a rest here. Let the forehead relax, soften the chest. Let the jaw relax. One more rounded breath wherever we are. And then we're going to meet in our downward facing dog. And we're going to set up the other side. So we'll lift the right leg high like our three-legged dog. Look to the top, send that right foot forward. Maybe between the hands, drop that back foot. Set up the warrior one foundation and sweep all the way up. Bend in that front knee. Just making sure that knee doesn't come past the ankle. And a firm, strong back leg. We're going to open up warrior two, right arm forward, left arm behind. Adjust that back foot. Wiggle our feet around until we're really in that position that feels that we can open up the hips to the long way of the mat now. Flip that front hand over, reach it out, reach it up, reverse it. Light touch on our back leg, really getting into the rib cage here. Not about how far back on the leg we get, more about how far up and over we reach. Keep a bend in that front knee and breathe. Back to those warrior two arms. Straighten out that front leg. We're setting up our triangle, so if you heel toe walk that back foot in, we can shorten the distance. Reaching to the top of our mat. Pop this left hip out so we can reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching until we really feel like, oh yeah, that's the stretch I'm supposed to feel. And then anchor that right hand to the shin, possibly. Left hand comes up. Anchoring this right hand, maybe on a block, maybe on the shin, but never resting on that knee joint. Always looking to protect our knees, especially if you are a runner. From here, put a bend in that front knee. Come all the way back up to warrior two arms. Use that core to come up safely. And then we'll pivot to the top of the mat. Again, wiggle the feet around so we can pivot. Turn on that back foot, square the hips forward. Make sure our feet are on those railroad tracks. Feel sturdy here. Maybe a slight bend in the back knee so that we can tilt the pelvis forward and tuck the tailbone underneath. You're gonna feel the difference. That opening that we feel right here is what we're looking for. Arms can reach high. If our arms never ever need a break, put them right at heart center. Riding those hands through our heart center. We'll meet here for a twist. We can stay on the ball of our foot or we can drop to the left knee. Either way, we're going to inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist left elbow to right thigh. Anchor down. Unwinding ourselves back to center. We're going to take this to pyramid. So hands at our thigh. We're going to keep the back toes curled. Hop the back foot in. Just a step or two. So a shorter distance between our feet. Feet flat. Take our inhale. Lengthen up through the spine. Exhale and hinge it forward. Lead with the chest here. Looking for that stretch in the back side of the leg here. Where we start out might not be where we end up. So using the breath, big inhales to lengthen, and long exhales to soften into the pose, maybe just a hair more. Hands can travel down with us as we soften in, but only looking for softness here. No expectations to touch the mat or drop our head to the knee. Setting up for our balancing half moon here. We're going to shift our weight forward onto this right foot and send the fingertips out in front. Again, we can find our block or our blocks. Straightening out this right leg, left toes are going to come lightly on the mat. Make sure we've got that right alignment. Ankle, knee, hip, all in a straight line. And then these left toes leave the mat. Just maybe to hip height, so we're creating that L. Right, square the hips. We can stay right here. Test the balance. Right fingertips stay anchored either to the floor or on a block. And we're out to the right corner of the mat, maybe even off the mat. Left hand can float maybe to the hip as we try to open this hip out to the side and stack it on top of the right hip. Keep this left leg pressing long, like we're pressing into a wall. Trying to open up the chest and the shoulders. If it feels good, we want to go there. Bend the left knee. Little hamstring stretch as we bring that heel towards the bottom. Maybe the left hand wants to catch the foot behind, and it might be available on one side and not the other. release. Hey, come all the way back down. Step that left foot all the way back. Woo, step that right foot back. Downward facing dog. Now from here, we can either come right to child's pose or again, find that flow, all about what kind of work we want to put into our practice today. Come forward, lower down, cobra or up dog. And back to down dog. We meet there. We're all going to meet in our down dog so we can take this to pigeon. This is got to be my all-time favorite stretch. So we are going to lift this right leg high, bend the right knee. We're going to drive this right knee to the right wrist. Drive it forward, right underneath us, settle it down. Kick the right foot out to the left. Now drop the left leg down and walk the leg back. You're going to feel that stretch in the glute. So we really want a bit of an angle here. The right knee is out to the right and the foot is angled in towards the left. Does not have to be straight across the mat. Actually, if it is straight across the mat, I would suggest bringing it in a little closer to you because that can make your knee a little cranky over time. Even if it doesn't feel so right now, over time, you may find that it's gonna bang up your knee a little. So find a comfortable spot here. This left hip is kind of rolling down towards the mat. We're really looking for the stretch through the glute here. If you want to take it right down to your forearm, sleepy pigeon, maybe you want to take it all the way down. Really, it is just a matter of what feels good right here in this moment. And there are a lot of variations to this pigeon pose that achieve the same stretch. There's one that you can do on the back. There is a balancing pigeon. And I'm going to show you a variation of the balancing pigeon in a video that I'm going to be doing for post-running stretches. It is one that I incorporated. So a lot of my post-run stretches, you do not need a mat because I do them immediately after my run. So balancing pigeon, I make sure I fit that one in there. Now if you want to come up onto our palms here, this is all optional. There are a lot of ways, a lot of things to do in pigeon while you're enjoying the stretch. You might bend the left knee. Again, that heel towards the bottom is just going to give you that bonus quad stretch. If you want to anchor, right hand, same arm, same leg, okay? We're going to reach up and back. Maybe you just catch the heel. Really looking to open up the chest and the shoulder there. Maybe you catch the top of the foot. Please do not yank. That is like the number one baddie, I think, is to like pull or yank. So we never force it. But it's just a guide. Just a guide in that stretch. As you breathe through it, you get a little more flexibility each time. Now let it go if we've got it. Back to the front. We're all going to come back up on our palms if we're not there already. Curl the back toes. Lift the hips up. Oh yeah, send that right foot back. Now we can give that right leg a good shake. Shake it out. We can just pedal the feet really. Whatever feels good to wake up that right leg. Now we're going to take it to the other side. Left leg lifts. Bring the left knee to the left wrist. Drive it underneath and then swing that foot out to the right. Lay down. Walk the right leg behind us. Walk it out till we feel the stretch. Look at your left foot. It should be kind of close in towards you, but it should also be flexed. So I want your toes to be longing towards your shin. So if we tend to point the toes, that's also going to make your knee cranky. There's so many things that are going to make your knee cranky. So it's just good to kind of be mindful of those little adjustments that we can make to keep our joints happy. And again, we've got our sleepy pigeon. Come all the way down, maybe use our arms as a little pillow, rest into it. Most importantly, be mindful of our breath. Start to cultivate those nice big breaths we had at the start of the practice, those deep, full inhales and slow, complete exhales. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Now, if it feels right, we want to go there on this side. Remember, each side of the body can relate to these poses maybe a little bit differently, so don't give yourself any flack for being able to do something on one side and not the other. It's completely normal. So come up onto your palms here and relax the shoulders. Maybe we just put a bend in the knee and invite the heel towards the bottom. This could be enough here. Or we anchor that left hand and the right hand comes up and we maybe catch the foot behind us. Maybe it's the top of the foot and it's just a guide to bring the heel towards the bottom and just guiding the stretch. That's all we're looking for here is a stretch. That's the purpose here. Not to commit to making some sort of crazy pretzel shape, but just to really let these stretches work for us. And we'll release, bring that right hand back to the front. We're all going to meet up on our palms if we're not there already. Curl the back toes, lift up and back to our down dog. Maybe give that left leg a shake. Maybe pedal out those feet a little. And then from here, we're going to soften down to our knees and make our way over onto our seats. Swing the legs around. And bring that right foot into our left inner thigh. Knee butterflies open to the side. Left leg's long, ground down through our sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Flex the foot. Big inhale, and we'll sweep up. Exhale as we hinge forward. Nice long spine. Hands are going to rest wherever they want to come. And again, we're going to soften into this pose. Give yourself a bend in that knee. And then work to straighten it out as it feels good. One more round of breath here. We'll walk the hands back up our leg. And then we're going to take this over to the other side. So lengthen out that right leg. Bring our left foot in, right into our inner thigh. Glue it in, flex that foot, big inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale as we fold. Try to keep that long spine as long as we can. Feel that stretch even into our low back here. Not even just about the leg, but about what we're feeling through our low back as we fold as well. One last round of breath here on the side. Hands are going to walk back up the leg. We'll lengthen out this left leg. And we're going to rock back onto our mat. So make sure we have mat behind us. Rock back once more. Hug the knees in. And then we're going to lengthen out this right leg. Keep this left knee in nice and snug. Maybe we notice a difference from the start of our practice. You're like, whoa, my hips are a little more open and I can bring this knee in a little more snug. Now to take it to a twist, we'll take the left knee across the body. Toes might touch down. Lengthen the left arm out. It's going to help to keep our shoulder blade towards the mat. Turn and look towards that extended arm. Now this is called cat chasing tail. We're going to bend this right knee. Again, heel towards the bottom, little quad stretch. And then take the left hand to the right foot. And maybe we catch that foot. Again, just a guide to bring that heel towards the bottom. So it's a twist and a quad stretch all in one. Still try to keep this left shoulder towards the mat. Roll it down towards the mat, let it relax. We'll release the foot if we've got it. Bring that left knee all the way back up center. Back flat on our backs. Lengthen out that left leg, nice and long, and we'll do the other side. Right knee comes in. Bring it in nice and tight. Maybe we notice a difference side to side. And then we take this knee across the body. And toes may or may not touch down. Look over to the right, extend that right arm. We can stay, or that cat chasing tail is there for us. Bend the left knee, bring the heel towards the bottom. Right hand can reach for the left foot, just to guide that stretch. Releasing that foot if we've got it. Bring our knee back up center, roll back flat on our mat. And we are lengthening out that right leg. Time for some Shavasana. So find that nice comfortable spot. Back body's rest. Let the palms maybe face up as we let the arms come out. Let the feet kind of just roll out to the sides. If our low back is cranky, bring the feet towards the outer edges of the mat and rest the knees together like tent poles. Lets us flatten out that low back into the mat. A little more supportive. Let's just give ourselves a few moments for our bodies to integrate all of the hard work we've just done. Relax the jaw. Close the eyes. Letting everything go here. Remind ourselves of that positive intention that we may have set. Our happy, our calm, our patience, our love. And bring it with us off of the mat. If we have the luxury to be here, and stay as long as we like. had enough. We take one final long breath here. Start to wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes. Rolling over onto our sides in a nice fetal position. Kick out the hips. Roll over, find our arm as a little pillow here. Giving ourselves thanks for taking this time to be here, taking time to practice and honor the space that our bodies are in today. And making our bodies better for more activity that we want to do off of our mat. Knowing that our yoga journey is going to help us stay healthy and be more active even off of our mats. Coming all the way up to a nice easy seated position. Take our time getting there, whatever is easy for you. Crisscross or legs out. Relax the shoulders, sit up nice and tall. Hands come to heart center. We'll inhale our arms up, going beyond ourselves. Exhale as we open ourselves up and give it all away to the world and everyone in it. And by that one simple act, we'll scoop back up the benefits, the gifts, and the blessings the world has to offer us, and we'll tuck them gently into our heart and be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of our Yoga for Runners series. I will have part 3 out to you soon with some more variations on poses, and I look forward to seeing you guys again then. Thanks. Have a great day.